kan Kaseb wa big family radio Kaseb. Ejuma could be at the Roman Obomechi Dom and Semi Ochuguakwemu. Big Family Multimedia Institute in Yumahudu be a computing, journalism and media studies, digital marketing, business and secretariatship studies. Why any be or training nabi so many area JHS SHS and now put the Wako University area no promote practicals papa ya me poch of anabra Big Family Multimedia Institute or manity and Wakodu Ejumenemo from 059-599-8333 059-599-8333 and now 053-650-3920 053-650-3920 Abefo Quantum Ponton Tankasano or your BFM Institute.com. Mekawo and so the BFM stores make unto the entire Mpaboa bags I would draw the Wotombi on Aswan ye what on a Kumadi in Benin Paboa Besiam Paboa and hair care products, makeup accessories, beer and wine, after kitchen and dining wares. After so electronic appliances will need narrow be on Aswan ye but Mazana na also from 020276 3400 02037276 3400 and now 024-640-7051 024-640-7051 Mamazana from one Instagram and afe Facebook no so ye BFM store and a website near bfmstore.com Mamazan na from one and one entry income mom the Mara so and Trustees Network Group and once to urban marketing services consultancy services property management, brokerage, vacation, tourism, and a birth certificate application, passport application. What should be where you be and so on us on here, but modern not from one and one entry and come mom. Adibia will be an than one or wash not wayamo. Phone was 05409322188 05409322188 but modern not from one and one to come more. Abefo Quantum Ponton Tankasino or your Trustees Network Group.com. Yes, stream live our Facebook na or your BFM network na ABK TV Ghana and a TikTok, Instagram, no so a Big Family TV, YouTube so Big Family TV. Yes, stream live our hunting pacho, but must na kwashibim na for wo adwenechre and na one some I would repede bisebiano for home baje bird and adagel na ya kenka na ye di amo papa ye into mother na corner one so kwashe na trebi na fobo obra the maran so and ye baby na pede bo wonde room na amansani na what one come e wonyum awodo edman pocho Fre marketing department no 0555 208056 0555 208056 but modern na from one and one entry and come more adibiada o biano what about when you na won so ehuza olokodo ewo oman Ghana Abusua and Samano Odoso papa Nemum Zosa Fatadet no any other brother Odimu Akotin Ebini Ghana man pehina bezechu Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia Otu Franka Odoma NPP Esun Amayukuno Odi made be shadow ne da watch nzama hodwa oba obeye edama mbebun ewo manga ha medinchemu ebro Mame Esla Owusu Ekufu no so ozi atugwa achemude Ghana no ne Singapore enwon kotin eno man krate imamafo what the cyber security edi ejuma ewo oman Ghana aha Oman pehinda da yera Yohani Dramani Mahama atutu bi edi amuna no chemuda Ghana afi abaye ba boto no oye Ghana NNPP fo aba enti obiya menenwa ende home Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia se Ghana funye gidi wonimu na omani oye yene public person yen fenshe nsa no bobo ho ban edi amahen no so e ka ho yede ebosumo Kaseb emu afenso yekopuemu ewo yewura chada na sone ya ose bokun mentemo wa se wa amano do ho no se woto aba no wode man na oje aba na yingwat na da obohwe day obama ɛhɔ no bibiara atodin ɛwɔ hɔ ensam no ebini ke ho ɛna ya bɔne bɛdɛw a mazo bɔsomde ewiaber nonkor ebusua kase akan kasebo okenkanya watamanka ende wiabiri ezin a mejedo ani Egya Atta Kobina dodo na from Egya Atta koko school time was porcupine afi jibrei na manfa nsamano ninchemu emo Franketuni ma NPP osun amayoku no yewra Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia ode atu mbebun a wo manga na hen na enyim dem oti woni sun en woni bisadin nara ase oho na manne woni mu a wode botu enyim nya no wat pam danu kosia de oye ne dam en ode de minhye mo hyehyado e won krankodru maham en ode tu enyim dem se wopede woboa emo ne hyehyado hun bam paza no no de osafata wotu abanman ase wona bisade na wona hawo wode tu enyim ni na wehum fitimbe tetanten o sha ase dem oni mbebu ni nkita hudi e wo man mu ensam wo kan en ndem wode tu enyim ya no so ka don ti ya nurse oriza akohwi waate papa na so de wokenye na so o de wokenye o te the welcome biara enti wona asuzi e na asudi wona hoye na ha wona manye e na manye papa enti osredem babo hwe no wetum dem ho na mane wona mu no we sha ano na wa boam emo na bisado da tonyim no wa ye ni hinara edi amawan.
For this year alone, through my Youth Connect and other fora across the country, I have engaged with you, the youth, and listened to your fears, concerns, and aspirations. And I have been inspired by the ingenuity and can-do spirit of the Ghanaian youth. When I say to you today that your concerns and aspirations are my top priority items, I mean it from every sinew of my body. Indeed, I have been consistent right from the onset in making the destiny of the youth of Ghana my utmost priority. As I said in my acceptance speech as presidential candidate a year ago, and I quote, "I have my own vision and my own priorities."
Abusua na the medmedu krono asara Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia sanka say ena oruchim de opede watu abanama na obotum afa Ghana FC kwampapado na obwa mo manga na etum kononyimpa also opedu di ikrowa we ye adwuma papa na wuchia manfo koye pa na wonhye awodro so de babada babwa amembebu na nya adwuma bia ye no yaketua pa ewumu enti obese mpembebu de won man akonya no for my Ghana etampapa no onfemfra no na egwa no onsan antina do biem ana ometina egwa no do na onfa nyuma papa na akechepa embra mbebuna obo oman Ghana.
Given the opportunity by you, the people of Ghana, to lead, I shall govern as my own man with guidance from God Almighty. My vision is to build an inclusive, food self-sufficient, job-generating, data-driven and systems-based nation that will fully participate in the global digital revolution to solve our problems and also usher in a golden age of benefits from our natural resources. I want to lead a nation that improves and unleashes the talents of our youth and offers good jobs with good pay and sustainable growth with macroeconomic discipline.
Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia sanso kasai noruchim de ode adesade boto mbembun enyim na wasra oman Ghana fo nyina ende obasa wonpa afe apemebie na eduenu anan abaye boto December bosom na todo esuani mu no osrepa Ghana fo odadesade mo won dem won hwe na wontu wonfa adepapa ado osomobo ado botum aboa em wotum akwo na enyim no wonfa on bi mesmo boboa em oman Ghana akɔ n'enyim na owie no ɛna ɔkyerɛ mu dɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ nneɛma ahodoɔ a sɛ wɔatwitwa mu kɔ a ne nyinaa no ɔbɔbɔtum wɔ ano yie Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia kasa na ɔkyerɛ mu dɛ ɔbɛsɛ dɛ wɔn make ɔyɛ informed choices mesma babua am ɔman no etum egyina baby ye no nyim dɛ nyame yadoma January bosom na dɔtɔ do esuan wɔ afe apeme bie na eduno enum no ɛna ɔbɔ de tumi bɛhyɛ ne nsa ama abɛyɛ ɔmanpanyin ɛwɔ mani mu.
I shall plead with you to make an informed choice. It is a choice between the one who had his chance and blew it and the other who is asking for a similar chance but to deliver with it, which is me. The decision is yours to make, not to bring back what was discarded in the past, but to vote for your future. If your priority is, as I suspect, about how to build strongly on the economic recovery that is before us, then I will plead with you to vote for me because of the vision and solutions that I have for you and the country and the leadership discipline and determination that I possess to see them through.
Ya tuakasia bo no do na okwakura odibe newie yi no ena ochem dai se ganafo wunyegide obi mu a wonfa tumi nsa nsa nanso onam da ganafo gide wunu mu ntin obasra won pa wonfa gana tumi nsa nsa ate no obaje abana yingo ntina do no so batna da oman gana ye ne price ye ne sika shem ye ne dollars ye ne pounds ye ne cedis ye ne sefa sika shem no da me person was obo ho ban papa hwe to security wall that for home mes mo be ye comfortable mo bin kafi baby aba onka finance aboga ne sika mu enti odare se to mbe bu ni nanyim dem asawana pa won buan na Ghana person onbo ho eban na se Ghana person botuma bo ban agye Ghana fa to aba na da man na wa baja bana hingon atsado no olba no obeyus Ghana person oba fanyansa kwando chede obed be ye dwuma obe ye diban mo diban obeye no obiye nye diban biedi se kokonte no obaka onan katankwanya obobo no modena Ghana ha obia bi kokonte no katankwane bi onfa nka mo obi kurmondi ana onfa nka manipa kurmondi also no onyant da ma party bi obotwa mo kwaya wentum wambo Ghana ye ne person ho ban no ono do oba Jita yewo ni munintino obobo Ghana yene person oban amayan.
I will tell you why we are all not the same and cannot be the same. I am not John Mahama. He is a former president and a former vice president and president. I am a vice president who has never been president before, who is asking you for the opportunity to lead and show what I can do if offered the opportunity this December. You can trust me to protect the public purse and use it selflessly to serve you. To the young voters of Ghana, I will say to you, do not switch off. I ask you to get involved. December is about you. December is about who can deliver for you, for your future, whom you trust, who has the integrity, the vision, the energy, the competence, the sense of where the world is today and your place in it, who has the humility to serve you and the decency not to insult you.
Abusua na amanpayin ni David Yanko NDC amayokunu wan akache oye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewie ide namdu ura NDC foso wan akache Franketu ni de NDC amayoku yera Yohani Dramani Mahama ono so akasa achemuden abra na nka orifi abenum wo afe apeme bien ene duisie ne mu no wato abetie na wentuma for oman no egwanantade biem no ase wa ba orifi mu no oja oman Ghana fefefe eno de show oman pain ekufado na one na besechi Mahmoud Bawumia ensa nanso the monkrofo ebe ni entuma nhwe omanga na ye kura mende omanga na atete apansam kura and also ehwe abrabo no na apenodo na nka Ghana ye woma nka obo ye pa ma Ghana na nka na mbeba papa nanso Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia one omampehin na adodan kwakufado wabeyi wabetete oman no kura emende abrabo no ma yedna ma ye peje onye ye ye kukuru onye ye na tede elushi onye ye ewo manimu enti osrepa dem yeshoma afi abede wonjina mu de kintinke kakankanka no want to abana pa no won prumu enkanka won etifido mantem no want to won abana enfama no mahama no ntum boboa na Ghana yentum nko abrabode do na da abrabo ayegba oboboa nyanmu.
The country that I handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia on 7th January 2017, that is not the same Ghana we are living in. I can beat my chest and say that our lives were far better under the NDC administration than they are today. Today, everybody is going through hardship. They came with very sweet words and convinced Ghanaians that they were going to be a better government. Today, everything has gone backwards. The quality of our education is a problem. Quality of healthcare is a problem. Today, if you don't have money, you will die. Because if you go to the hospital and you're not ready to pay, you will die. So, at least when NDC was in power, if you went with your NHIL card, you will get paracetamol, you will get cough mixture, you will get antibiotics. Today, if you go, you just see the doctor, they write prescription for you. You have to go to the pharmacy and go and buy the medicine.
Na onechi no omampeyin da yera mahama kasai no chem dem waga kana yakoto aba ose ekopem wetifi de mantem a afe mpim edunsia afe apem ebe na edunsia ne mu no aba yetowe na asone ana da ndi sama yokunu wonya beye ohanchemu edusia egwotwe ewetifi de mantem na afe so ohwenyim dobotum wonyim wa bodam no chem dem ona me braga na furubent no orekande Ghana abaye botu na afi oye NPP and NDC fo wono kwan another oye NPP no na Ghana fo won ekon osande Ghana fo wo hu da NPP abana ye enti afi wo botu abana wa bon Galawe.
When we look at the results in Tamale Central, we got 60.8%, almost 61%. This year we have to raise that percentage to about 75 to 80%. Because this election is between the whole of Ghana and the MPP. It's not between NDC and MPP. Ghana's
Yatua Kaseb no do. Omampeyin da yera Yohani Dramani Mahama na no so akasa na nsam orikani united them obasra Ghana fo ankwankwa adwumaku na civil society organization na suma hodo wo man Ghana ha dem obasa wonde wo mo obia na nyu endo ho mesmo bobua am ye yetumi abo o man Ghana ye ne asomdwe ye wono ya abo ho eban o man panyin da yera Yohani Dramani Mahama okasai ewo 2024 peace campaign a Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council for one Christian Council na office of the National Chief Imam and a State House waka umbo mo damage in the beno e won okaka say no the mensama wo odu to go na ochem dem afi apime bie ne eduenu anan abaye baboto no ze ye hwenyi man asomdwe ebaba enti na odina do sidi dwa kadem ankwankwa adwumaku and a civil society organizations afi esoma hodo manga na na peace councils for no won ka umbo ne won bua na obi ananwanda ho mesmo baye asomdwe botum atna omanmu abaye boto aba na yetuwe nya no asomdwe botum atna.
Stand here today before you and before the Almighty God to reaffirm my commitment and that of the National Democratic Congress to uphold peace before, during, and after the upcoming election on December 7, 2024. And as has been quoted here already, Matthew 5, verse 9 teaches us that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. This verse is not only for our Sunday church services. It calls for us to protect the gift of peace for our children and future generations yet unborn. Today, more than ever before, we need the church and the faith-based organizations, the peacemakers, to stand as vigilant protectors of our democracy and ensuring that Ghana remains a beacon of peace and stability. Ladies and gentlemen,
Amampenyin dada Yewra Yohani Dramani Mahama enetenenkano. Motu akase bonodo. Na Frankatuni edima the new force Yewra na Kwame bedi akon ono odene ntwabo ekopo emu we etifido mantemu a wekopo emu ebokon na abekopo emu ho no na chede mentemu waso ama no homodo ewo ho a enimpa binum afama hwe no nkwa no ono ti no kokopo emu ewo ho na okopo emu no na samtwafo kasai e na odo to go echem dem oyene ni swade ho pa da obohwe na asomdwe botume bopo emu ewo bokon enti osrapa oba na so odutumi chanansa obe o mampanyin wo manga na ha ekopo emu bokon a mentemu waso ama no modo ho e menimpa be eduenu kor wafama hwe wono nkwa medodo na no we paper no ni na obohwe do obos anom osane ni swade ho ndem Obama bokun abayo asumdu krom edam omanga nam afeso osabosho na am economic empowerment ena afeso mpuntundwuma tumepo emu ewo ho ni na babuo ye ni na ka ho obama asumdu aba no wie no chem dem se kohwe bokun wa ehwe dwuma sam nwore dena pa enti so oba na odutumi chanansa ono so bohwe na wa menwuma ebudo ewo bokun wo pa ne na abu ama asumdu etum atna.
I also want to extend my heartfelt condolence to the people that you have just lost in the misunderstanding. I hope that one day, if I become a leader of this country, is one of the things that I want to be able to bring peace between Boko and Walwali and all of these places, so there could be a new Ghana, a new people, a new nation that we understand each other. These elections would be decided by women. Not to say that the men are also not as powerful as women.
Na yetu akase bo no do swafo hwene enkrato nsamdo ananya befo kwan do onimianfo esla owusu ekufo na danu yara enopa oyedwumedi bi wontam 5G wopa ho etam ewo oman Ghana ha na dwam nwumedi mu wakasa achem dem se nyame ya adoma oyedem 5G dwumedi wodiribe orbaboa ama hene abefo kwan etumegina brane pa enti ode ohyekwa ma oye service providers ahodo another one wode mobile network yedwuma ewo manga na hanom o hye won de afeboko na wi no na obiara hwede de medmedi na akonkan pa afeso otubi edem na adehye na ankwankro dem se we kurobim we kurase bi beebia wo bianom nyame ya adom na se wono 5G no okawode ho a na se wo 5G ni nya adwuma bo mo no pa dem edu ofreka se bokwa mempanyfu gbon ne asotire anayi won asotire dem de me bio today nya ne 5G no onya adwuma enti obasra pa de obi bia da 5G ni bi won pese do wo another one bono wono no 5G ni ye adwuma ho no na amwo onya adwuma so a mo won aso enti
the achievements that we celebrate today. 2, being one of only 2 countries in the world which license cybersecurity. Because of the negative fallout from previous spectrum auctions in Ghana, NGIC has been granted exclusivity for 10 years to enable them invest in rolling out the 4G, 5G infrastructure nationwide in the shortest possible time for all network operators to use to deliver services to their subscribers. This will create an even playing field and encourage them to compete fairly, not on network rollout, but on content and their service offerings. And so if you live in the initial 5G catchment areas and still cannot access 5G by December, kindly call out your network operator because they have to make it available to you.
Na owe no eno chemude eba ebibrimante maha another eba wiase mu ha ye won krobin mo hwa wo ye bien enwan koten na o ma bozin krata e modem amanfo mo de cyber security wo de ye dwuma e wo oman Ghana us Ghana and Singapore wo kan ho bi.
The achievements that we celebrate today. 2, being one of only 2 countries in the world which license cybersecurity practitioners, establishments, and individuals. We and Singapore are the only 2 countries in the world that license cybersecurity practitioners. So I'm not.
Yeah, to Kaseb no do. Chief Imam ne asoniye ene mprempeng wade ofre akwama amayoku awodo wo manga na hade was someone papa obi wo wanenum nsam okano otumma omanga na yen asomdwe etumbo enti odofre kase akwama amanyofo awodo wo manga na hade empem bebre no se ensem be wona reka national obobo man no na wa manga na yen asomdwe no wa ejobria men kadam ensam no bomozen de nsem be beka no ebotum da bo manga na yen asomdwe ho ban enti ose oye amanyofo de obasa wona pa wona kase no e wokasa wonhwe ne ye.
2 months, or if you like, barely 1 month away from our national election this year. We hear statements and messages, and we can feel how the tension is rising. That which justifies why close to our election, religious bodies and all other organizations are still rallying around the very subject of peace for fear of what can happen to our nation if violence breaks out. And that is why we must commend the vision bearer, who has been very thoughtful. This is the second subject of national importance that he has convened. The first one was about our moral vision of our country. If you can give him an applause, I really. What amazes me is that he's not an old man. If we were old, then I said that, oh, because he's advanced in age, so he's now thinking he's sober. He cannot, like those of us who know when you were young, you were very active. When you are getting old, the slower you become. When you are getting old, the more thoughtful you become. So we associate even wisdom with older people. But it's somebody I see as a young man. Apostle, anytime I look at you,
na the major chrono I say, oh yeah, peace campaign a waye e won kranko dwema ha no the major na say na oniminyamfo Alankojo Chamante ne campaign manager and a spokesperson no so kakase wo medina si na nsama yera Alankojo Chamante audition and obaka no obakan eno chem dem ohwe mentemo wase bi opodom no modo ewe NPP na NDC fu won ntem na oya tetiye pa osa no man Ghana ye ya asomdwe man ya pe asomdwe ewe omani mu enti ochema yera Alankojo Chamante atubi da mo won dem obaya inkada metan so podo wo mo do ewe people na this phone tem no one share na onjay.
Most appropriate in view of the critical economic, social, political, and governance situation our nation faces today. For without peace, and I dare say true peace, our shared aspirations for a better, more prosperous, and peaceful nation will elude all of us, no matter our affiliations, religious, political, ethnic, or otherwise, or ambitions. We take note of the rather high stakes that the impending December 7 elections appear to have assumed. The tensions that appear to attend the forthcoming elections are engendered mainly by the political duopolistic MPP-NDC rivalry. The war drums that are being beaten in the current electioneering campaigns are clearly coming from the duopoly. And there is an urgent need for a signal that Ghana needs to be more united and peaceful going forward, before, during, and after this election. And this is the commitment that Honorable Alan Kyerematen has asked me to communicate and to convey to this important gathering. All who have followed Alan Kyerematen's political career will confirm that his real reason for the decision he's taking to run as an independent for President of Ghana has come out of that deep quest for a united community. Alan's commitment to peace, unity, and reconciliation has been underscored throughout his political career. I am sure some of us will recollect when he was in the NPP and it got to the crunch, and NPP was at the point of break at a contest in 2007. For the sake of peace, unity, and harmony of the party to which he belonged at the time, he sacrificed his own highest political ambitions. And I'm sure.
Well, and Sanfo Fremono, Abatu Komisine, one shame Mobabua ama Abatu etuma the wafine, na Nzametuma Kodowa, one not ye but to ye, Nanta Sibe ye Jumanintano, Danu Yara na Abatu Komisine, obey Ponotu another, obey to war echemudem, says ya de oye ballot papers are well printing, obey ya to all some trophy na Akunya dem, one brand no more tray, no fancy yourself and any other, Abatu Komisine Asha. Print and cut a nemum uncle Trebi ezegum. Na abra you made no ecodono, and one paying for Eka say, or Benjamin Banobio, or Nancy Traffic say, only a director of electoral services, or Nancy Traffic say, no Richard Muden. About to come saying, are you ready pa? Ain't I shall say, all printed them uncrate. Na bia print no print mountain bay and an eddy, or ye oti, and Ankaiwa Canino, or the print akahum. Na honor you no chum them. Baby at a dam asante mantemu infifunu mantem savannah no oti mantemu no and one day oye de me kui back press form and wood mu adwuma meson boboa ama bibia etum atoto ye.
The Electoral Commission is showcasing to the world that when you say accountability and transparency in motion, we don't just say it, but we mean it. Electoral Commission of Ghana is one of the few election management institutions in the sub-region that prints its ballot papers in the country. And Bulk Press is one of our major stakeholders when it comes to printing of ballots. For the 2024 general election, Bulk Press is printing 4 regions: Ashanti, Oti, Central, and Savannah regions. Their ballot papers are being printed here. We are here to let you know that printing ballots is not done in
Eti Yevra Benjamin Bill and Etanen Canon. Na Assistant Adam about to commissign ne Abazechi or Dr. Bossman Asari. Also, some traffic Kaseb with Medinasi and Ochamudem. Say, yes, share the majority. Party agents are who do a woman police stations agents are who do 1 year with the Chibia, Wall share Miss Manosono, Uncle for her and at Tibiara Abba.
The parties agents themselves can testify that indeed the numbers the EC has given to the parties, that's what we are printing, that's what the printing houses are printing, and that's what EC officials are also checking, and the parties are also checking. And as I indicated, when we finish all the ballots for each constituency together, as far as each region is also concerned, will be bagged, and the parties are going to have their seals on the bags. The EC is also going to have its seals on the back. So everything is very, very transparent.
Na ye Bossman Asari ono or Sitini Abazechi Ezema Abato Komisine. yɛde Kaseb no kɔwie ɛwɔ Asante Mantemwa na NDC amayoko no wɔde wɔn campaign hyehyɛ do ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna campaign manager ana campaign spokesperson ɔne samtwafo kase ɛna ɔretwa mu dɛ ɔyɛ ɔmanpanyin dada yɛwɛ Yohane Dramani Mahama ɔwɔ nhyehyɛ ahodoɔ ɛde ma kegyetia egusi bia mesmo baboa ama kegyetia egusi bia no ɛwɔn nso wetum wara ne 24 hour ni bi na kyɛ de iyi bɔtɔnade anopa ewiabre ne ishaba enwimbre ne ishaba na kyɛ de otuama tola enti efo ɛwɔ Asante Mantemu.
As we speak, KJTR closes at 5, and you have hairdressers, you have kente sellers. Some are willing to work beyond that time, and so as you know, with the 24-hour initiative, we are going to extend the time. You know, Kumasi is going to be live within the entire 24 hours. When we say 24-hour economy, we are not saying the people themselves are going to work for 24 hours. It is the economy. It is the economy. It is the marketplace that is supposed to run for 24 hours. And so the people within it can only run shift. You understand? So, for instance, you see my mother here. She can come to work maybe till maybe 4 or 5, maybe get another person to come and replace her. It's in Dubai. It's in New York. It's in the UK. And when we talk about 24-hour economy, we are not saying the entire Ashanti region is going to work for 24 hours. What it essentially means is that some parts, the central business district, those parts, especially Bantama now is running virtually a 24-hour economy there.
Abusua aha ena mbele makwan mamede ewiabe Abusua kase akan Kaseb no mezi ebesi amom mamenfa seda